Imagine a place where the air is warm, the sand is soft, and you can smell the flowers and the tropical breeze. A place surrounded by beautiful scenery, clear blue water, and rich, vibrant life. An elusive destination that most people dream of visiting. Welcome to Hawaii. From lush jungles and waterfalls to captivating sunsets, this is truly paradise on Earth. So why would anyone want to leave? I've lived on the Big Island of Hawaii for over 10 years now, and moving here 10 years ago was the most life-changing experience I've ever had. I came here with $1,200 to my name and a couple emails from a guy from a woofing website saying that I had a place to stay. So the Big Island of Hawaii has definitely a special place in my heart. I love this place. It means so much to me. I've met some of my best friends here, and I've had some of the best experiences of my life on this island. So why would I want to leave Hawaii? Well, let's get into that. But first, let's talk about where I live. Hey, that's me, Bodhi. I like to travel, drink coconuts, and take photos of hot chicks.
Okay, you're an animal. Yes, there we go. You're a tiger. You're Tony the tiger. You're great.
I didn't say they were good photos. I live in a small town called Kailua Kona. It's located on the east side of the Big Island, has warm weather all year round, and it's known for its beaches, blue oceans, Kona coffee, and well, Iron Man. If you've never lived on an island, I'll break it down for you in the simplest way possible. Every day feels like summer. It's ridiculously expensive. This is getting very juicy. So I wasn't born here. I was raised in Utah, and I came to Hawaii to find a better life, and I did. Fast forward 10 years later, I have my own photography business and an amazing group of friends. But over the last 10 years, a lot has changed. Like everywhere in the world, prices have skyrocketed, the economy has slowed down, and it's almost impossible to find housing. And on top of that, more locals are leaving the island now than ever before.
The state's chief economist says Hawaii's population has decreased for the past 7 years, with 15,000 people moving away last year.
You should be able to work one job, whether it's as a teacher or as a police officer or as a grocery checkout clerk, and not be, just barely hanging on by your fingernails.
Construction of the 30-meter telescope is set to begin this morning on Mauna Kea, and is being met with some big protests.
Where else do we go? Where? They're taking our ocean. They're taking our Mauna. They're poisoning our foods. What else is they gonna do?
Hawaiian flags and TV. The crowd swelled with.
Alright, so I want to keep this video lighthearted and fun, a little bit of political stuff in here, but this island has a deep-rooted social and economic, pain and suffering. So I just wanted to touch about it just for a little bit. I want to still be educational and fun. But yeah, if you want to learn more about Hawaii's history, I'd watch Johnny Harris's video, How the U.S. Stole Hawaii. Very educational. But besides social politics and economics, I'm going to get back into the edit, and we're just going to talk about some more simple stuff like island fever. So stay with me. So you know that feeling when you first get to an island and everything is paradise. There's the palm trees, the beaches, the exotic fruit. It all seems like something straight out of a movie. But after a while, the novelty can start to wear off, and this is where you might catch something called island fever. This is where the island that felt so big and vast all of a sudden starts feeling small and claustrophobic. You see the same people every day, your routine is the same every day, the weather is the same every day, and all of a sudden you're in a crazy dream that never ends. Island fever. Alright, so I'm with my man Jeremiah right here, and we're going to talk about island fever.
I get island fever really bad every 9 months. It took me years to figure it out, that it was a 9-month cycle. And I could leave the island and come back 9 months later and be completely stoked to get back into projects and see the people and get involved. And then 9 months later, I am bored and frustrated and I've been doing the same thing, it feels like, and nothing's changed. And then I leave for a little bit and then everything gets shaken up and it turns into this kind of new excitement for the same old, same old.
So the question still remains, will I be leaving Hawaii? Do I just have island fever? Or are there more creative opportunities somewhere else? To help me get some clarity on this, I called my good friend Erica, who recently packed up all of her things and moved off island. What up? What's good, Erica?
Oh, it's good to see you.
Yeah, you too. I'm making this video. It's basically about like living in Hawaii or like living on a small island and like the pros and cons of it. You lived on the island for so long that you kind of have like a good like idea of what it's like and like leaving it, you know? What was your favorite part about living here?
Okay, so that it held me in a time when I like really needed it, because I moved there going through like a really difficult time in my life, and I think being in Hawaii like made me like reappreciate life and heal from like a lot of things. And so I think just like the beauty in general that like we all saw like every single day, and like every day to be able to like recognize that, I think that was probably like my favorite thing about being there.
So that kind of comes to my other question is like, what are some things you didn't like about living in Hawaii and what made you decide to leave?
Yeah, I mean, a big part of living in Hawaii was like I would work and surf and like that was it. And so I wanted to move so I could still do both of those things and then also have kind of like all the other things that I was like missing out on, like big concerts and being able to see family and stuff. And so I'm still surfing like a bunch out here. Like I went out yesterday.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a little bit less because there's more things to do besides surfing. I think initially moving there, I was like very like naive to like the history of the island. As I lived there longer and longer and learning more about that, I kind of just like felt uncomfortable continuing to live there. I don't know. I think I struggled with like, can I even make a change? You know? And I think that's like the wrong mindset.
Yeah.
But that's just a complete honest answer of just like, just feeling very, like outsider, kind of like taking up space that I shouldn't be.
Yeah.
No, but then
I feel it.
You have these like third homes that are only going there for 2 weeks at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think we all have seen it, like where if someone moves to the island and like everything starts going wrong and then they like leave, or like they're really like held and supported and then they're there grow immensely. So I think the island also has something to do with that.
Yeah, there's kind of like an energy where it's like if you're meant to be here, you'll be here, but if not, like you'll brutally get thrown out the door. Yeah.
And I think for me, it really held me for a long time. And then when it was like my time to leave, it like very much so told me.
Yeah.
No, and then, like bad things started happening, but like when I came here, this was like, I was like, oh, I need to be in this place. And being able to trust my intuition is something that I learned from living there.
Yeah. After talking with Erica, it made me realize how important it is to listen to your intuition. I could read off a list of the pros and cons of Hawaii and think about things logically, but when it comes to making life-changing decisions, I really think it's best to just sit down, relax, take a moment, and go with what feels right. Okay, so to answer the million-dollar question, will I be leaving the Big Island? And the answer is no. But in all honesty, I was dead set on leaving the island before I found my office space. When this opportunity for the office came up, and I've always wanted a YouTube office, I've wanted my own creative space for like 10 years. So it like happened at the perfect timing. And so, I mean, I guess the island wants me to stay here. The reason why I wanted to leave Hawaii is there's not a lot of creative outlets or creative opportunities on the Big Island. The fact that I feel kind of isolated as a creative person and I don't feel like I can connect with other people, like-minded people that have the same goals, values, and that just want to collaborate. And if I want to shoot with models, my options are super limited, and it's just a small community, Big Island. So if you're like me and you're kind of stuck in a routine and you're in like a small town and you need some type of change, sometimes packing up all your stuff and leaving is not the answer. For me, building out this YouTube studio, just having a project to work on and put my heart and soul into has really like changed everything, and I'm super stoked right now. You know, it's just like every day try to experience something a little bit different, and that's something you have to keep in mind when you live in a place like Hawaii that's just paradise 24/7. You gotta just remember, just step out of your comfort zone a little bit. So this video isn't really about leaving Hawaii or packing up all your things and moving to another place thinking that it's gonna make you happy. It's just an important reminder that our time is limited and to make sure that we're doing things that we actually love and that we're following our hearts and our passion. And if you ever get the intuition to leave, then you should leave. But if the island whispers to you that it wants you to stay, you should probably stay. Okay, well, that is the end of the video. I hope I didn't piss too many people off with that title. You know, I really was thinking about moving for about 2 months. I plotted my escape from Hawaii, but when I found this studio, it all kind of connected, and now this is what I had. And this is what I've always wanted for years and years and years. So I'm definitely still sticking around. Big Island is my home. Probably won't leave for a while, but I am going to be traveling and making more travel content, videos like this. So if you found any value in this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment below, and I will see you next time. Aloha!